Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to another day of the International Road Crash Victims African Conference, holding here today, Tuesday, 18th November 2025. On behalf of the organizers, I warmly welcome all delegates, speakers, invited guests, stakeholders, survivors in road safety, the media, and partners from government, civil society, and private sector. We appreciate your punctuality and commitment to advancing road safety across Africa. As guests continue to arrive, we kindly request that everyone be seated, the official opening of the program. If you would recall, yesterday we had a few of the panel sessions that were not concluded. We would take this opportunity to have them carried out before the official opening of today's program. For the first panel discussion of today, I have the privilege to invite the moderator of the panel, Dr. Kayode Oluwonju, retired Deputy Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps. Please let's put our hands together for him. Okay, he is represented here by Deputy Corps Marshal retired Samuel Obayemi. Please let's put our hands together for him as he comes over. Members of the panels, I wish to bring forward Beviano Lokunto from DRC Congo. Please let's appreciate him as he comes up. I wish to also invite over, with all sense of duty and responsibility, the Corps Marshal Federal Road Safety Corps, Shehu Mohammed Eminai. Mr. Beviano, are you here? May I also invite Mr. Kovi Yete, Centre National de Sécurité Routière, Benin. Are you here? We have also Mrs. Maricela Pons de Leon Valdez, World Bank Africa Transport Policy Program.
The Corps Marshal, sir, fellow participants, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I recognize that Rousseau is present here, Special Marshals are equally present. I welcome you to this session. I am the moderator standing in for DCM Kayode Olagunju, who is unavoidably absent. The topic before us this morning is putting African Association as Road Safety's lead agency into action and transport policy program. The RLA is an organization put together to see what can be done in Africa to reduce crashes. Particularly, we are looking at 2030, where it's expected that crashes, as a third organization has said, will be reduced by 50%. So we have to find out what has been done so far to by 50% by 2030. The World Health Organization has said that globally, 1.3 million casualties are recorded. So if that's just 5 years from now. So we'll find out from participants and discussants how putting things together to achieve this feat. Permit me to call on the presenter of the first paper from the World Bank. I don't want to murder your name. So please, can you come around here and do your presentation? By the way, I am Samuel Obayemi. I retired as DCM in 2020. You're welcome, madam.
Thank you very much. So I know we have a very busy schedule since yesterday, so I'm going to be very short, very brief, and very active, I hope. And I'm not going to do a presentation. Rather, I thought to make a couple of remarks and link it with the Association of Road Safety Lead Agencies to keep everyone engaged. Because yesterday, and we are in a regional conference, continental conference, focused on the victims. And I've heard several times the moderators asking like if we have enjoyed the discussions. And I'm going to be very blunt and very sincere here. And those that know me knows that that's the only way I can be anyway. So I haven't enjoyed at all. I haven't enjoyed the discussions, and I'm rather uncomfortable and frustrated and angry and worried because we're talking here about the deaths of so many people. And this is not something to enjoy and party around. And I really want to stress this because on Sunday, it was mentioned that we are here because of Vivian and Caro and Monica's children were dead. And I want to believe that we're not here because they're dead. I want to believe we're here because, I don't want to believe, oh, no, Mike. Okay, so I don't want to believe that we're here because of them, but for them. And that's a big difference. So if we're here because of them, please, let's hear. If we're here for them, then you're more than welcome to continue here, not only on this journey, on this couple of days, but I'm saying on the road safety journey. So I believe the system really failed them. The system failed them, and we should all be here really with a focus on making sure that system do not fail again. We've heard about the safe system approach and how it works and the different pillars and all of this. But I don't want to hear more blah, 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 you know? The point, we all have we shouldn't be everything by ourselves. We should focus on each of our roles and do it as best as we can while we support and we help the others. Of course, we should. But our role is our role. We might wear a cap right now of court martial, but we are and today I am a speaker and so forth. So with pride and make it work within the system. We need to make this systems work so again. Thank you. So we don't fail again to more moms, to more dads. And let me stop here because the loss of their most beloved people in the world. They transform that loss into power, into strength to be here. And it's not easy to be here for anyone to discuss about whatever. For them, it's even worse. There was a lot of lack of respect. People were not stopping talking. Regardless of the different ways, everyone said, please, please stop. They said it The celebrity said it, the authority said it, everyone said it. And guess what? It continued. And I'm sorry, but that cannot keep happening. So I changed my speech, and I'm really sorry, but I just think that this needs to be said. And because I have the opportunity to do it, I just thought of doing it. And for those of you that are not here convinced that it's not your passion to really work on this, please, I really kindly ask you to stand out and change job, or change career, or change that role. Please. Just leave that role to somebody that really care. Because if you don't care, nothing is going to change. Nothing. If this is just an activity, if this is just a check mark, if this is just a task that you need to fill, please don't do it. There's so many people out there that really care and want to do the change. And they really want to take it seriously. And they don't sleep, and they really work tireless. Just leave your place for those people. With all my heart, I ask those people to do that. Now, having all said this, I hope, I touched some fibers on some hearts and heads here. Without being disrespectful, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to refocus ourselves in what we're talking here. And I'm also going to say something that it's I don't want people to take it the other way around. But in reality, if we really work on Vision Zero, on safe system approach, on road safety, we shouldn't be having this conference again. Because ideally, we don't want to have more victims. Ideally, our target is to stop having victims. So I would love that next year we could say that instead of, focusing again on the grief, and I was talking this with Vivian yesterday or the day before, I actually really not enjoy seeing and hearing them speaking here. Not because their message is not important. Of course it's very important. And again, I think they're the bravest people in the room. They're warriors. But the why I'm saying I don't like it is because I think it's not fair. It's not fair to make them revive those moments over and over and over and over again so people can understand why road safety is important. I'm sorry, but this is not a show. This is not a show. And it's not fair. If we really care, they shouldn't be needing to stand up here and revive that over and over again. So to everyone that is here, please do your job, but do it caring. Do it thinking of going out from this 2-3 days. Yes, it's been tough. We know there's been a lot of challenges. Everyone knows it. But just take advantage of what we do have. And what we do have is that we're all here sitting down. We have very important people in the room. And when I say very important people, I say those that are on the roads, those that speak with the people, those mothers that know what it feels like, those lawyers that knows where the gaps are, those international affairs, those financiers, those governments that take decisions on budget. So if we don't get the chance to speak on the podium, it's not important. The important part is that we're here and we can make those connections. So I'm just going to finish by saying, and with linking it with the panel, the African Association of Road Safety Lead Agencies, the idea behind it is to actually do that, to connect those dots, to connect those lead agencies and their army they have under themselves. And I was very shocked to arrive here and knowing that the Road Safety Federal Corps in Nigeria has, I understood, over 30,000 people working under them. And if you count even the volunteers, I think this arrives to the millions. I couldn't even believe it when I heard that number, those numbers. But it's a great opportunity. So we have in Nigeria literally an army of people. So again, if we all really take our responsibilities seriously, this is doable. This is not a dream. This shouldn't be just a vision. This should really be just a work program in which we all put our heart, our knowledge, our passion into it to make it happen. Excuses, I don't have data, I don't have funding. I hear it all over. And guess what? Actually, we do have a lot of financing everywhere. The countries themselves, the organizations, there's grants, there's money. There's not a problem about money. It's about putting it to work efficiently, effectively, not in doing more, you know, I could make a big list of it, but just do effective things. And we know, and when I was saying wear your hat, court marshals and enforcement lawyer and enforcement police, go and do the enforcement. Don't waste that precious time you have and that knowledge and that uniform, beautiful uniform, to go and teach in the schools. You're not teachers. Let's leave that to the teachers. So let's focus in our responsibility. You already have a lot on your plate. Everyone, a lot on your plate. So let's focus on our responsibility and do it right. And the association, the idea is to coordinate among the different countries on those best practices, on those good interventions, and share them between countries to learn each other, to do more, but surtout, or more importantly, to do better. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that brief presentation. Can we give her another round of applause, please? Well, she just decided to do her own presentation without actually coming up with a paper. But the message is very clear, and that is the fact that whatever we can do at our various levels, we should do towards bringing down crashes in our continent. On that note, how well are you getting collaboration from other agencies, particularly donor agencies? One will expect that with what we are doing, is it possible to achieve our goal come 2030? You have said it's a collective responsibility, I know that. But again, is it that target by 2030? Yes. I think the mic is back. This one. Okay, just hold.
I mean, if you ask me, I mean, yes, I think it was clear from my message, or that's what I tried to say, that I think if everyone really focus on their job, it should really be a commitment, and it should really be a, yeah, I think people, in many professions, this happens, but in particular in road safety, I think if you're not convinced, and if this is not part of your life, for whatever reason it is, for some people, something had to happen, for some people, for some people, no. So everyone is here for a different reason. And I believe that if we really touch those different reasons why some people are here for the money. Let's be straightforward. Some people are because they care, some people because they love somebody, some people because it gives them power. Everyone has a different reason why they're here. It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to all be, if the people that need to work on data focuses on data, overlapping, overdoing, everyone want to do something, everyone just being in the photo, everyone, no, of course not. Of course not. But if everyone focus on what they need to be doing and do it straightforward and following the evidence and using the money that there is there, I've seen many projects all over the world, not only in Africa, that, I'm not joking, have $20 million just on road safety and just per project. And guess what? Most of the authorities just want to keep doing capacity building for kids in the schools, or they want to do social media campaigns, instead of putting it to work in enforcement, in changing the infrastructure, in changing the legislation, et cetera, the things that we know that work. So in short, if we do focus our energy and our money where the evidence is, yes. If not, no, definitely not.
Now, the Secretariat of the AARSLA is permanently located in the premises of the Federal Road Safety Corps in Nigeria. I want to find out what the Secretariat is doing at the moment, and to actually find out if with what they are doing, we'll be able to achieve that fate come 2030. It is
distinguished invited guests, distinguished personalities, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. The African Association of Road Safety Lead Agencies, ASLA, was conceived during the African Transport Policy Program General Assembly in Benin this year in March, 24th to 27th of March this year. SSATP was established 30 years ago to support transport policy in Africa, and therefore they saw it deemed to establish an African lead agency on road safety. So by June 26th, 27th of June, the first meeting of the ASLA Association was established in Lusaka, Zambia. And election that led to appointing Kenya as the president of the association, Benin, Cameroon, Cape Verde now were also elected as second, third, and fourth vice president. And there was also an election to Nigeria emerging as the secretariat of ASLA, African Road Safety Association of Lead Agencies. Why Nigeria vied for that position was because for over a decade, we host the secretariat of West African Road Safety Organization. The idea, as was mentioned by Maricela, was to share ideas, share knowledge, share expertise and experiences among the African countries as lead agencies. The planning, the coordination, regulation, and also managing finances of those lead agencies. And we also want to encourage other African countries that do not have lead agencies. We are to provide we have done the registration of the association already. We have the certificate. The Corporate Affairs Commission has given us the certificate. We are building the infrastructure, the furniture and whatever. And after this conference, Maricela and some other two are going to do an interview to also select the candidates that will form part of the staff. SNHTP, that is the African Transport Policy Program, are the one to form the association for the next 2 years to allow the association to stand by itself before to hand over to the organization to manage itself. So we are really happy, we appreciate SSATP for bringing this concept, for also funding stand by itself. And let me also say that association, or rather lead agencies and road safety organizations in Africa or all over the world, if citizens of the world will continue to have the discipline, the honor, the trust, then the rule of law and road traffic rules will also be abided, then there won't be need for any road safety agency. Of course, yes, some will say the agency will do their job, but then the world have been better enough to create more jobs and jobs for those that are to lose their jobs to be able to get employment other places. So we'll pray and we'll continue to convert, because road safety as an agenda is a collective responsibility. It's a shared responsibility that everyone must be, must come on deck to make it happen. If we can do that, then we'll have a free society, free road safety society, that there won't be crashes, there won't be fatalities, there won't be serious injuries, and then we can achieve the decade of action of reducing crashes, fatalities, and injuries by 50% by the year 2030.
Well, my attention has been drawn to the fact that this speaker has just 2 minutes to make presentation. Please let us adjust strictly to that time. Let me call on the next speaker to go ahead and do his presentation.
I can do it from here, okay. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, it's my pleasure to be with you today. I'm Dr. Kovi from Benin. I would have liked to, unfortunately, I will deliver this presentation in French. Thank you very much. Mesdames et messieurs, la présentation que je vais délivrer, Marisela a déjà posé le cadre, et donc je vais aller très rapidement. Les enjeux sur la création de l'ARSALA ont été présentés par Marisela, ainsi que les défis aussi. Défis parce que nous devons adhérer, donc aborder les questions liées aux indicateurs de performance, donc ce qu'on appelle en anglais les KPIs. Donc pour l'ARSALA, il y a des KPI de gouvernance, c'est-à-dire qu'il faut un taux d'adhésion à l'ARSALA. Les États africains, les agences africaines de sécurité routière doivent participer à cela. Il faudrait qu'on arrive à définir une qualité dans la coordination des différentes activités qui seront menées, des coordonnateurs nationaux efficaces et volontaires. Il y a des KPI institutionnels, c'est-à-dire que l'ARSALA doit travailler à ce que les agences africaines de sécurité routière sortent du cadre simple des séminaires, des réunions, mais pour faire des productions scientifiques. Et ça, on a une réflexion en matière de sécurité routière en Afrique parce que les débats qui se font, les sources documentaires que nous avons sont prioritairement des sources documentaires qui viennent d'ailleurs, qui viennent de l'Europe. Donc nous avons besoin de constituer notre propre source documentaire. Il y a aussi un KPI important qui est le KPI financier. Je crois que le modérateur en a parlé. Et donc, pour y arriver, on a essayé de faire une forme de proposition, mais vous allez constater que 50% du financement doit être des idées innovantes, de la réflexion sur des projets que nous devons soumettre. Et sur la notion de projet, c'est l'occasion d'inviter les agents de sécurité routière à faire attention aux jeunes. La sécurité routière peut devenir un business aussi pour les jeunes. Les jeunes aujourd'hui qui sont dans le IT, dans la technologie et tout ça, peuvent créer, on va dire, des start-up en matière de sécurité routière. Ça sauve aussi des vies. Donc, il faut pouvoir allier ces choses et nous savons que nous avons ces ressources-là pour le faire. Le reste, ça pourra procéder des différentes contributions au niveau des États. Il y a aussi un KPI de sécurité routière, mais là, je ne sais pas vraiment si on pourra les atteindre en 2030 parce que 2025, il ne reste que 4 ans, mais on doit tous travailler ensemble à donner au niveau de la décennie d'action pour la sécurité routière. Et finalement, ces différents facteurs clés que vous avez ici doivent permettre à l'ARSALA de faire monter en puissance les structures de sécurité routière en Afrique. Je vous remercie.
So for the benefit of those of us who don't understand French, let us have an idea of his presentation in English. Not everybody, just of you in the front.
Okay, in 1 minute, the presenter from Benin Republic stressed the need for coordination among the lead agencies, scientific approach to tackle road safety issues. Then he mentioned KPI for indicators that will address data gathering, analysis, and decision making. Then he called on the need for having youths considered in road safety activities in Africa for us to achieve the goals of this ASLA and DEDI.
Thank you so much. I understand that in the Republic of Benin, the level of compliance with wearing of crash helmets is high. So I am beginning to wonder, how did they do it? Were they able to achieve that feat? The level I understand is about 98%. I don't know if I'm right, but at least it is quite high. So we want to know, what did you do and how did you do it? So many countries, enforcement is a little bit difficult. It is. So how did you do it?
Thank you. Around 50 years to reach this goal. I will continue in French, unfortunately. Donc, ça fait 50 ans pour que nous puissions arriver à ce résultat. The regulation, la réglementation sur le port du casque a été prise en 72. Mais dans les années 72, les femmes révolutionnaires étaient très fortes dans le pouvoir public. Donc, elles n'ont pas voulu que le port du casque soit une réalité parce que la chevelure, etc. Donc, de 72 à 90, ça a été un blackout. On n'a pas pu faire quelque chose. À partir des années 90, donc la conférence nationale, le Bénin était totalement en bas, les questions économiques et tout ça, la sécurité routière n'était pas une priorité, on ne pouvait encore rien faire. Il a fallu attendre les années 98, voire 2000, pour qu'on commence maintenant par faire de la sensibilisation. Sensibilisation dans les écoles, sensibilisation dans les familles, sensibilisation au niveau des syndicats, dans les administrations et tout ça. Mais il y avait deux problèmes. Il fallait d'abord que l'État lui-même, qui a pris la règle, soit convaincu. Il fallait convaincre l'État de l'importance du port du casque et convaincre après les populations de l'importance du port du casque. Donc, de 90 jusqu'à 2014, on n'a fait que de la sensibilisation. Et puis, à partir de 2015, on a dit, on a fait plus de 20 ans de sensibilisation, c'est bon, maintenant, il faut passer à la réflexion. Mais la sensibilisation, elle a pu porter parce que on a associé les autorités religieuses. On a associé, vous savez, au Bénin, c'est un pays du vaudou. Donc, on a associé aussi les couvents pour expliquer aux populations l'importance du port du casque. Ce n'est pas le vaudou qui sauve, le casque, il peut sauver. Donc, on a expliqué ça et ils ont travaillé avec nous, autorités locales, autorités religieuses au niveau catholique, musulman et tout ça. Donc, ça nous a permis d'atteindre cette étape. La nouvelle étape où nous discutons avec les partenaires, c'est comment on fait pour avoir désormais des casques homologués. Voilà, merci.
Thank you, sir. In response to the compliance of crash helmet wearing in the Benin Republic, he itemized the system that it took them 50 years to achieve this goal. And that as of 2018, they carried out a rigorous sensitization of the citizen. They engaged the religious institutions, particularly the socio-cultural institutions. You are aware that in Benin, the voodoo is the main religion, apart from the Muslim and the Christian faith. So they incorporated them and they got their buy-in into the system. Not only that, they carried out sensitization in schools, in institutions, and then the state, commitment of the government of the country was high on that, and there was no need of anybody failing to comply with the directive from the government. So that's why they are able to achieve that percentage that was raised by the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can I call on the last speaker, please, to come and do his...
Merci beaucoup. Bonjour. La République démocratique du Congo a été choisie lors de l'Assemblée générale, la première, comme on l'a si bien dit ici, qui s'est passée à Lusaka au Bénin, à Lusaka en Zambie. Et c'est lors de ces assises où la République démocratique du Congo a été choisie pour abriter la deuxième Assemblée générale qui aura lieu en 2026, je crois probablement au mois de mai. Voilà pourquoi nous sommes là aujourd'hui. Et nous voulons ensemble, avec tous les agences chefs de file, lutter contre ce phénomène d'accidents de circulation routière. Je crois que tous les orateurs l'ont si bien dit, et ça a été répété assez lié ici, pour dire que les accidents de la route apportent des décès, et nous avons entendu des témoignages qui prouvent que ces décès-là font mal dans nos familles. Et au-delà de faire mal dans nos familles, ce sont des talents que nous perdons. Ce sont réellement des richesses que nous perdons. Voilà pourquoi il nous revient de lutter contre ces phénomènes d'accidents de circulation routière. Et chez nous, en République démocratique du Congo, nous avons constaté qu'il y avait aussi des cas d'accidents des conducteurs qui touchaient le régulateur que nous appelons des agents qualifiés sur la route. Voilà pourquoi nous sommes en train de mettre en place un système automatisé que nous appelons le robot roulage. Je crois que ceux qui viendront chez nous vont voir ces robots roulage qui régulent la circulation à la place de l'homme. Donc, ces recherches-là, nous pouvons les partager. Voilà le cadre idéal qui nous est offert dans cette agence. Nous voulons partager les expériences, comme moi j'ai aimé ce que nous avons vu ici au Nigeria, la manière dont on gère les conflits sur les carrefours avec ces échangeurs et ces montées à niveau qui permet une bonne régulation et éviter les conflits dans des carrefours. Donc ça, c'est déjà un avantage que nous, chez nous, nous allons essayer de réfléchir comment nous pouvons mettre ça en place. Donc ce réseautage qui est créé au travers de l'agence est vraiment quelque chose à encourager et nous souhaitons que les pays qui ne sont pas encore membres, qu'ils fassent partie de cette agence pour que demain, nous puissions avoir des structures fortes, comme l'a si bien dit ici, et non pas des structures seulement qui font des discours, qui font des réunions, mais qui peuvent lutter réellement contre ce phénomène. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Summary. He mentioned how they were part of the Lusaka meeting and then how their country is chosen, his country is chosen to host the next year, the second General Assembly. Then the message he passed is that how they are able to use robot for road traffic control in DRC Congo, which is to help them to reduce road traffic crashes in the country. So, thank you.
Before we finally round up the session, we need to take commitments from different countries represented by the speakers here. So from Nigeria, what will be the commitment of the Federal Road Safety Corps of Nigeria towards achieving reduction in crashes by 2030? Commercial, sir.
Our commitment in Federal Safety Corps is to continue to canvass for legislation, formulate and implement policies, and also make enforcement a very strategic media for us to achieve the road traffic, reduction in road traffic crash, fatalities, and injuries.
Thank you so much. From the World Bank, I want to find out, are you getting the necessary collaboration, particularly from the African Union Commission? African Union Commission, they are supposed to be, you are supposed to collaborate with them. Are you getting the necessary support, even from other donor organizations? And finally, what will be your commitment towards achieving a reduction in crashes by 2030?